Coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate Pregame Show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raising Cane's, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch. All alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome to the Captain Show. The fastest 2 hours in radio has begun. We're on 1040 O Street. It's me, the black shirt. I'm Bob. We got the captain on the stream. We are ready to talk some Indiana football. But, Bob, it is chilly outside. It is now what we call winter time.
Hopefully not. A little bit of fall would be nice.
Well, you know, it's kind of chilly this morning.
Yeah, it is.
I can't smoke my cigars on the back porch no more. I have to take it to the garage. Captain.
Stop your crying.
There we go.
Stop your crying, please.
Hey, the worst verse I want to hear your voice is the worst thing I want to hear early in the morning.
I'm just saying, stop your crying already.
Hey.
We play Indiana. There's no crying in football.
I got a question for you and Bach. Because, man, I asked Bach this question. I know Matt Rule talked about it yesterday, but I don't see it. I don't see no how, no fashion, no form. Yeah, Indiana is a top 10 team. There's no way. No way. Not going to give them that credit.
Who's saying they're a top 10 team? Are you going on for rankings?
Matt Rule said the other day that they weren't top 10 because of preseason rankings, but it's hard to argue them top 10. Now, if you want to,
the way they're playing is top 10. If we put up the same numbers that these guys have put up, what would we be saying right now?
Again, the problem isn't their numbers; it's the fact that their best victory comes over Northwestern. So, and you have to do this now, and especially the SEC and the Big Ten being complete, having a lot of different type of strength of schedule than maybe a Big 12 or a Pac, well, not the Pac-12 anymore, but the ACC or something like that. Is Indiana more impressive for being undefeated than Georgia is for having one loss right now?
Or a 5-2 Ole Miss team.
Right. Probably not.
I still would like to say that it means something to be undefeated. Had we been undefeated going into this game, we would be talking about that right now. But we're 5-1, they're 6-0. I think this is a great matchup for us. I think it's a great ruler, if you will, to see exactly where we are on the measuring board. Where are we? Who are we?
See, I don't know. I don't know if it's a great measuring stick game because I think there's still a who is Indiana out there. Now, clearly,
the best team that we've played, Indiana. That's who we're getting ready to play.
Is it because of the record or because of who they are? I mean, this is
the best.
It's the record. I don't believe in so here's my question right here. Who have they played to make me feel like they're equal to us? Besides Northwestern, if you look at the rest of their schedule. Now,
I'm not looking at who they
not equal to us. Well, what makes them better than us just because they hasn't lost the game? Because obviously they have a cupcake schedule themselves.
Come on.
Come on. If you're going to wait to the 7th game of the season to play somebody, you better come out on fire. Because if you don't, then that 7-0 looks bad. Because it reminds me a lot of Kansas State and Kansas when we played them. They would be 9-0 all year. They ain't played nobody. But when they come to play us, 35-3, 40-3. So that's the thing. What I'm saying is Indiana the real deal. That's my concern. Are they?
Well, that's a great question. If
Or are they a team full of stats?
Yeah, on paper they look good, but that's neither here nor there. Can you hear me now? See if you can.
Yeah, we
hear
can
me
hear
now.
you.
Okay.
Can hear you.
So that's neither. Well, Guilt Nerd said can't hear VJ on the stream. I when you look at this Indiana team, you can say what you want, Terrell, and I get where you're coming from. And are we putting too much juice into this team? Are we giving them too much credit? But I don't know. Go ahead.
I think so. I mean, I just don't want it. What I want to happen is that I want us to go down there Saturday morning, big noon on Fox, and embarrass them. That's one thing you want to do. Don't let them get no energy. Don't let them get no kind of momentum going. Because are they built for this? That's one thing I'm saying. A lot of teams are built for the big games, and some teams aren't built for the big games. Now we're going into the right direction, minus the Illinois game, but we have some things we have to pick up this week. Hopefully, we learned enough last week on the bye week to identify what we want to do, how we want to do it, and who we want to do it against.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk some stats real quick. Because I know you said it don't mean anything, but we're talking our defense as well, right?
Yeah.
We're looking at our defense from a stat game and saying, we're a top 15 defense, correct? Would you say we're a top 15 defense based on what we did this year?
Top 20.
Bot?
Yeah, I would say so.
Top 20.
All right, so let's just go offensively right quick. Curtis Rourke, and we're going to go player for player. Curtis Rourke, 118 completions, 160 attempts for 1,752 yards, 73.8 completion rate, 10.9 average, 71 long, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 5 sacks. We're talking the whole year, right? Okay, so let's just flip side let's go to our starting quarterback. 113 completions, 169 attempts, 1,358 yards, 66.9, 8 average, 59 is the long, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 12 sacks. 12 sacks. Okay. I want to do this because if we're going to talk stats, we got to go stat for stat, right? Do we want to go rushing?
I mean, when you go stat for stat, you got to go their quarterback versus our defense. I can't compare Dylan Raiola to this guy because it's different,
Well, I was getting ready to go to defense, but I'm saying offensively first. When we match up, we got to. How does our offense match up with their defense? I get that part, but we're talking about players, right?
Well,
how does our quarterback play against their quarterback?
Right. Who's got the quarterback advantage in this game? I think that's one of the more fascinating questions going into it. Terrell's right. They're not going to be playing each other on the field, but who's going to have the advantage? Who's going to have the better numbers coming out of that? If you do numbers on offense, Indiana's going to win a lot of these. And again, you can have the argument, and Nebraska may have played a little bit tougher of a schedule, but it's not like Nebraska's 5-1 is built through a gauntlet either. So both teams have kind of put up some stats. Indiana by far more impressive on offense. And that's why I worry a little bit about if this gets into a little bit of a shootout. That's where Nebraska's defense is going to have to, step up. But Curtis Rourke, certainly, Dylan Raiola early in his career, we've already seen him win maybe one of these battles, you could say. Again, not on the field with Shedeur Sanders, but definitely, looked the part against Colorado. Can he win another matchup against a really good quarterback? People don't, maybe might not remember it. Curtis Rourke had a few injury plagued seasons the last couple of years at Ohio, but before that was the MAC Player of the Year. So I mean, this guy can go. They've identified a lot of guys out of the portal from James Madison. They just brought back over. This was a guy they had to go find from elsewhere, from Ohio. He can throw on the run. He is mobile enough, and a lot of it's a lot of the yak yards they do, but yards after catch when he gets to his dynamic receivers. So a lot of it's just kind of quarterbacking the offense a little bit there, but he's definitely right up there as one of the Big Ten leaders. And as this team is undefeated, dark horse Heisman. Now they'd have to make a run. Don't get me wrong, but he's already been mentioned. If you look out there in the Heisman category because of the numbers he's put up, dark horse Heisman candidate.
Here's what I'm saying. Okay, Wisconsin put up how many on Purdue? 52.
42.
52. Okay, what did they put up on Rutgers?
Purdue? Yeah.
What did they put up on Rutgers?
42.
42. Okay, these are teams that we played. We played both those teams, right? Did we beat them like that?
Not quite. Are you still there? Did you freeze? I think you might have froze. Maybe that's what's going on there.
I didn't. Well, you froze. I didn't.
Oh, all right.
Freeze. You guys froze. I was still here, like, hello, what's going on? But here's what I'm saying, because I want to stick to this point real quick, and then I'm gonna get off of it. I don't want to stay too much on this. I'm just saying we're going up against a high power offense. Period. I don't care how you cut the cheese. This offense will be the best offense that we faced. They'll be better than Colorado, because that's probably the best offense. Well,
and you're freezing a little bit again, but yeah, I mean, the Colorado offense, the thing about this offense is it's multi-dimensional. Colorado's going to threaten you through the air, obviously, and they've done a little bit better than last year in the ground game, not much. But this team is has one of the top rushing offenses in the Big Ten, and they got different guys they can throw. You'll go through the names as we get there, but they've got a strong running back by committee approach right now with a few guys over 330 yards. So,
well, you got to think that. I mean, last time I think they threw it to 10 different receivers.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have their pick of the litter. I mean, you got. I'm looking at the stats now. You got. I'm just giving you catches. Okay, 29, 18, 20, 17, 13. And then you start getting into the tight ends, which I don't think they use a lot of, but you better be prepared. Zach Horton they will use, but you better be prepared for multiple sets. It's kind of like our own offense against us, a little bit more juiced up by the numbers. So, disciplined football from our defense, if you want to talk matchups, I told you before, I thought the best thing to happen to us is Mr. Wright. I love Javen, but I'm talking 15 Wright. And so when you look at him and the emergence of him, that gives us that opens the door for us to put Buford out there too. Which to me, I like Buford a little bit better. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'll say it. I like Buford a little bit better than I like Deuce at that position. I wish we put Deuce up at linebacker. I think he's better at the point of attack right there at the line of scrimmage. I don't necessarily like him in space. What?
Negative.
What?
Negative. That's
you don't think he can play linebacker?
No, it's too late in the season to worry about switching positions now for him.
I'm not saying switch, but maybe defensive call wise, you can put him in that force area, meaning you put him in that strong rover spot area by defensive call. Listen, it's gonna be the intermediate routes that these guys are gonna want to do. They're gonna run a ton of crossing routes right over the middle of the field to try to get rub routes. They're gonna try to get pick routes. This is what they do. You better prepare for it. Now, let me ask you this, Terrell. Would you run a zone or a man defense against a team like this?
I run zone. Zone, man. Short yardage, I run man. First, second, long, I run zone.
Now, when you say zone, give me a zone, give me a particular call, and then kind of take us through a little bit about what the positions do.
Just the basic regular base 3-3-5 defense, you're gonna have two linebackers. So you already
but forget the 3-3-5 for a second. I'm going back to your time.
Yeah.
If we were going to run a zone defense, what would the call be? Give me a zone defense.
Just a base, probably 43 base.
Base 43. That's the call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now on base 43, what are my corners doing?
They got their 1/3.
So they got 1/3, deep
1/3.
They got 1/3, period.
Yeah.
Okay. What are my safeties got? What do they have? One safety has the
one has the middle. One probably has the it depends. One probably has the hook to curl, because I'll do a hook curl flats. So I'll do I'll probably do the curls for a minute, and it depends how fast the offense gets out there. That's one reason you have to understand that too, because if they're waiting for an opportunity for them inside slant moves, that's good for the defense, because they want to get them underneath. So if you keep them in front of you, you're good. Once they get behind you, then you're in trouble. But you always want to keep them in front of you. It's more easier for the tackle and a lot of things.
Okay, that makes a ton of sense. Now, are we stunting up front?
You can.
I mean, because I would think that we would need to.
You want to?
I would think that we would need to.
I think the better thing for Nebraska is probably to start off in that with James Williams out there in that 4-3. I mean, you gotta get pressure. So that's one thing about this offense. If you're gonna give a team like this who runs short intermediate routes or just a quick team, they're gonna kill you with this slant. They're gonna kill you with the outs, the back out the backfield. So you got to get pressure on these teams quickly. And so hopefully, we can come out in the right, especially on third down, because that's really been one of our problems the whole season. But, a third and long situation, you probably want to play man zone.
Well, if Nebraska can get there, that'll be a big difference from what Indiana's faced so far. They only give up 1 sack per game on the year. So part of it's because they can get the ball out quickly. But, yeah, I mean, that could be big. If James Williams keep the streak of 2 sacks per games going, that could be huge for Nebraska.
Yeah, I think he did enough. I don't know necessarily to start and what they're doing, but I think so. I think he's doing better than the defensive guys that are at his position in front of him. He's got more sacks, right?
Yeah.
Well, I love the change of pace with him, though. I love the change of pace, and I think that's what Coach does too. I think he loves to, you get this guy for this many times, and all of a sudden you get a dude with a motor. Whole different ball game. Listen, when we come back, we'll hear from Indiana's head coach. I think it's important to see what they're talking about. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of health care, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
It takes hard work to make Nebraska the right place to raise a family, build a business, or grow a community. We're counting on working parents to make it happen, and they're counting on childcare professionals to have their backs. Employers and other contributors can earn up to a $100,000 tax credit for strengthening childcare in our communities and state. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket. It's the captain, and we are in the building. I'm with
Fuck.
The black shirts, late as usual. Where is he? Who knows? Okay. Bob, please tell me you got the Indiana, and I'll be quiet, and I'll let you play and kind of lead it. Therefore, we won't have any interruptions. And then you come back in and talk. That's when I'll come back in and talk.
All right, we'll get started with Kurt Signay. This was press conference the other day before, obviously, Nebraska week.
Wake up. Is Limu with you in all your...
That doesn't sound like a good start there. I tell you what. You guys talk for a second. I'm going to go edit that real quick. We'll get right back to it.
Oh, shit. Bro, what are you loading up, man? What are you doing?
Who?
Why are you at the bottom? You.
When you're not here, it's a circus show. See?
Oh, you gonna put the blame on me?
Yep.
It's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there the rest of the week. Don't you worry. It's text. I got to get my taxes done. Have you done your taxes already? Because I'm late as usual.
It's not tax season already.
I know, but I had to get, the extensions and stuff. I know. I get it. Now, Terrell.
Now I see what. Now we're going to talk about their offense. Okay. Their offense averages 515 yards a game. Okay. That's a lot. Non-conference games, I understand that. Will it go down? It should go down. Passing yards a game, 315. Don't see him getting 300. We haven't gave up 300 passing yards. Probably none this season, Humbach. Have we?
I don't think so.
44 points, 47.5 points a game.
I just you know what? I just think we got to throw some different things at them. We got to blitz them. We got to do some different things to mix up this Indiana defense. They're susceptible. I mean, they're not burners by no means. And I think we match up really, really well with what they do well. They've run almost the exact same offense that we do. Here's the exception. The quarterback can run a little bit better than ours. And you know why his numbers are phenomenal? Because they have a run game. So it opens up the pass game, and their guys do a good job after the catch. They're explosive guys. You're going to have to tackle them. You're going to have to tackle well. Offensively, how do we move the ball against this Indiana defense? They're going to try to sell out to stop the run. You know that, right?
Yeah, we burn them on the pass. I don't think they played a good enough receiving core that we have. We have burners. We have guys that can get open. And if you check Jamal Banks or Nair one-on-one, then you're in trouble. So that's one thing we have against them. Have they played an offense like ours yet? No, they haven't. Have they played a passing game like this yet? No, they haven't. The best opponent you played was Northwestern, and Northwestern runs a basic offense. Now, we do have to score more points. That's one thing we do have to do. We have to limit their offensive chances by running the ball a little bit. We can't go 3 and out. We can't go a minute and 30 play series. I mean, we can't do that. We got to get big numbers against this team. We have to have 6 or 7 minute drives to keep the defense off the field and keep their offense off the field. And that starts with ball control. This is probably one of the biggest games Marcus Satterfield gonna have to call besides next week's game. So we're gonna take this game this week, but this is his biggest game to silence everything we've been talking about the last 3 weeks about Nebraska offense.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting. I think when you talk defensively, you're gonna also have to stop the draw. They will run the draw at some point, 3 or 4 times. So there's just a lot of different things. But on the flip side of that, we've been talking about our offense and not being able to run the ball. If we can't run the ball, how big is that? And how do we run the ball? How would we get it done? Because Northwestern had some success running the ball. You do know that, right?
Yeah, I don't see this defense. I don't see Indiana defense as a threat more than what people think they are. Because like I said, if Northwestern was able to pound the ball and get a running game going, I know we should be able to get one going.
It sounds the part. You got it ready to go, Bach?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here's Curt Cignetti, of course, Indiana head coach, with his press conference the other day ahead of the Nebraska game.
Their dreams.
Oh, well, there we go. All right, here he is.
Obviously had the week off, got recharged, and looking forward to playing on Saturday against a tough opponent. Coach Rule's done a great job, with the football team there, 5-1. Impressive team on tape. Giving up 11 points a game on defense, a veteran outfit, and offensively, big offensive line, big tight ends, play a lot of guys, really skilled receivers, a lot of good running backs, and a mega talented young quarterback. So, but as always, it's more about us and what we do. We can control what we can control. having a great day today, preparation, stacking good days. And, it's an important game because it's the next game. That's why it's an important game. It's this game. And we're looking forward to it. Questions?
Zach, on your left and Miz.
They have, I think, one of the most disruptive defenses you've seen to this point. Certainly one of the more disruptive, and they're leading the conference in sacks, tackles for loss. Just when you look at that side of the ball, what are they doing that is just kind of creating problems for opponents?
Well, they got good players. They're very well coached. They play really hard. They're very multiple in their scheme. They've got guys that can affect the passer, a couple big guys inside, 315 plus type guys. They play a lot of people, and they do everything they can to keep you off balance. They also deflect a lot of passes. They have 7 interceptions, giving up about 85 yards rushing a game, I think. Yeah.
Isn't Todd?
Yeah, I mean, you have a core group of JMU transfers, obviously, that dealt with success last year, 10-0 start, and kind of the national spotlight at times. Has that helped, having that kind of group that's been through this before? And did you learn anything from that experience as well, kind of navigating that?
Yeah, well, those guys and a lot of the other new guys we brought in, and the guys that decide to remain the right kind of guys, and the kind of the mindset and culture that we've been able to create here. And those guys certainly have facilitated the change early on. And, dealing with success is a lot better than dealing with failure. But you got to stay humble and hungry and maintain your edge. And yeah, I think you're always learning. And, did I learn? Yeah. And because, it's like Mike Krzyzewski said, when he retired, his toughest opponent was human nature. Human nature. Because it's natural to feel good, this and that, things are great. But that's not what this game's all about when it comes to preparation and stepping between the white lines. I mean, you've got to have some special characteristics to be able to deal with success and not be affected by it in a negative manner.
Sounds like a scary coach.
Well, it isn't interesting. I mean, they have Big Noon coming in. This is the first sellout since 2021. So they are kind of dealing with their own success and coming off a bye week. You got to worry about the guys walking around campus, maybe celebrating a little bit.
Yeah, I like what he said about that, because sometimes you do get the big head. I mean, you really want to keep your kids humble as you continue to go up the success ladder. You never want to do anything that's going to disrespect the program or disrespect your family. So you try to keep them as humble as possible. And listen, if you ain't won the championship in the Big Ten, you don't have no room to be gloating anyway. These dudes, 1945. You listen, they haven't been undefeated since the 40s. Do you understand what they're going through right now? They haven't had this kind of success. So I get what he's saying, but if I'm Nebraska, I'm thinking I'm getting ready to go and ruin your whole afternoon and evening. I'm gonna ruin it. How? Well, we win the toss. Do we take the ball? Or do we defer?
We take it and go smash them.
I would defer.
Really?
I always like defense to go first.
At home?
Yeah. I would
At home, I'm with you, Terrell. At home, I think I'm putting my offense out there to shut them up.
Oh yeah. I mean, we got to start somewhere.
If they score on you early, you know what I mean? That crowd's gonna get into it. Now, if you do stop them, there'll be some coaches that would be like, "Okay, you're crazy." Nah, I would want my offense to go out there though. Let's go score right now. What would you do? Would you put the offense or the defense out first?
I think it's going to be a long game, and usually, a close game, hopefully. So I would play the typical route of going ahead and taking the kickoff in the second half, getting the ball first there, and having the advantage in that half. And certainly you could hope that your defense can go out there. Now, a lot of times too, first drives, these are scripted. The defense isn't warmed up, it could be an opportunity to go out there and take a lead. And Indiana hasn't played from behind. I'd have to double check. I don't think all season. I mean, I think they've pretty much been in the lead at least a majority of their games, if not every one of them, the whole time. So that could be something to consider here. But so I don't think that's as crazy as you guys saying to take the ball first in overtime. So I don't think I think it's a possibility.
Well, games like this, I say let the defense go first because first of all, we want to show them that we mean business. Especially with Nebraska defense. No, you're not going to sit here and tell me that, we're going to drive down the field. I don't think this offense is built like that to drive down the field on Nebraska. You got to catch them with some long plays. So if you're going to play the short game with Nebraska, you're not going to win. You're better off throwing it deep and trying to hope one of our corners fall or something. But I don't see this team trying to play smash by football with us because then when you get into that dogfight, can they last? Are they built for this? I mean, I don't think their offensive line is still better than Illinois. They're not that big. They have some good skill guys. Have they been hit? No. Have they played anybody worth covering them? We're going to find out. But at the same time, I think Nebraska should really come in this game and really have an up-tempo defense that, that's ready for this challenge.
Well, the tackling is going to have to be on point. I think it's been pretty good so far. I know, Rashawn, you might disagree here and there. But I mean, this game is going to be important. I mentioned earlier, and you talk about kind of their crossing routes. A lot of their big plays come off breaking a tackle or two. Whether it be the running back or the wide receiver, especially. They do screens. They have good blocking, perimeter blocking on the outside. That's part of the reason why they're able to break a lot of these open. So it's going to be very important for Nebraska. If you get your hands on him, and you can bring him down, or at least have several of your buddies swarm to the ball with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I beg to differ. I think this Indiana offensive line is bigger than you give them credit for, Terrell. This is a big physical offensive line. They're not. I don't know what making you think they're small. These dudes they're going to try to get after us. I mean, you got to think they're used to going against 4 down linemen. Northwestern, what did they play them in? 4-3. If you go back and you look at the teams, they played them in the 4. Now, I think in order for us to get it done, Nash, Ty Robinson have to have their best games because you're going to have to make sure you get the inside sealed off. And I like to see those two dudes do battle on the A gap and the B gap all game long. It ain't mine to say, but I don't want to see Ty Robinson out there on that end. I'd rather see my boy James out there getting it busy. Right, Terrell?
Mm-hmm.
I just think
you gotta give Ty Robinson some credit too. He also has 4 sacks on the year. Where you position him is where you could argue, but yeah.
No, 100%. You can't take away what Ty has done, but I think you keep him in attack mode, right? Don't take him in. And again, they're going to do what they want to do. Coach White's going to do a great job and do what he wants to do anyway. I'm just talking about what I would do in Vershawn Jackson's world. I would have them two dudes. They would wear out that guard. They would wear out those guards and tackle. The guard to guard. That means from guard to center to guard. My 2 guys will absolutely annihilate them. That's the way I would play it. Just saying. 18, Willie, Big Bird.
No way.
What?
Ain't no way I'd be scared of an Indiana team. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, Bob.
You wouldn't be?
Never. Probably in basketball, not in football.
Big Bird says this: best offense IU has played is Maryland. Gave up 401 yards. Indiana also gave up 4 turnovers. If Maryland has a serviceable defense, they win that game. And Maryland scored 0 points off the turnovers. With that, we'll throw it to break, and when we come back, more Indiana Breakdown. 93.7 The Ticket. Captain Show.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine and it will be breezy and cool with an afternoon high around 56. Tonight, clear skies and it will be cold, the low around 29. And tomorrow, frost likely in the morning and sunny and breezy for today. We'll see a high around 64. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Cairo, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Arts Council in Crete, Nebraska Land Bank in North Platte, Lincoln Industries in Lincoln, Cinderlyn Meredith of Seward, Deb Zobel of Ashland, Sally Harms of Wisner, Senator Diana Shimmick of Lincoln, and Rick Weimer of West Point. Serve Nebraska thanks all nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping us celebrate volunteerism. To learn more about the Step Forward Awards and this year's honorees, visit serve.nebraska.gov. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line, here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Sartor-Hamann Jewelers is celebrating 119 years as Lincoln's top choice for fine jewelry. Join us for our anniversary sale, going on now through October 20th. Enjoy an exclusive 20% off on in-stock items, including dazzling diamond jewelry, exquisite rings, and luxury watches. This once-a-year event is our way of saying thank you to the community that has supported us for over a century. Mark your calendars and celebrate this milestone with us by indulging in spectacular savings, only at Sartor-Hamann Jewelers.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence.
Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard, increase security, and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, you know the funny thing, Bach, about that Maryland-Indiana game is the majority of the turnovers came in the first quarter. And they had 4 turnovers, but they still beat them 42-28.
Well, and
go ahead.
Okay, well, I think what also is noticeable about that is the only 4 turnovers that Maryland has had all season. So in 5 out of the 6 games, they haven't had 1 turnover. So can Nebraska, like Maryland, kind of rattle that trend?
Yeah, I would agree with Jim. You know, he says, trust me, it's not a problem. They adjust once you shut it down, to which we have to do our own adjustments. This is going to be the entire game will be all about adjustments. Period. It's going to be about coaching. I wrote a couple of notes while I was waiting to get back. They have a 5'8" defensive back. He's pretty good, quick guy, but he's 5'8". Against our 6'4", I think we need to take a lot of shots deep on second down, first down. I think we need to make sure that we take our shots because they'll go one-on-one coverage. And I think we have to make them pay. Go over the top and make them pay when they do.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, especially with a 5'8" guy. And Coach Satterfield will pick that up, and they will probably go at this young man most of the game until they put some help on him. Especially with a 6'4" guy. If Banks is 6'4", that's you give it up 8 inches, man. Just throw it up. Let me get it. That's it. That's all I want.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to take if you give me it, I'm taking it.
Yeah, you keep the crowd mad by keep getting PIs like we did against Purdue, which that might be the case in this game.
Okay, I'm looking at. Let me get to some of these texts real quick. I don't want. They starting to. Gus Mohawk says this. I think we break out our secret weapon against Indiana. Bring in the big horse, Carter Nelson, and feed him and let him eat. Yeah, think so?
It'd be nice to see them use their tight ends a little bit more. Again, I think a lot of us have felt like they're a little bit underutilized.
He's not a tight end, Bob.
Well, right. He kind of plays.
You put Fedoni on the line like we haven't been doing this year. You put him on the line and let him run down the seam. Instead of putting him way out 6, 7, 8 yards out, put him on the line, let him feed and eat. You eat like that by cutting through the seams and cutting behind the back, defensive backs. Like that. I mean, like a Shannon Sharp. That's what kind of tight end you want him to run like.
Yeah, I don't really want to see him because you got to think they're going to be preparing for him to be out there where he's been anyway, right? But if I'm going to throw with Fedoni, I'm going to use his wingspan. I'm using him as a safety valve for Dylan Raiola all day long in this game. If none's there, check it down.
Why would you want a 6'6" guy way out? Put him on the line.
Nate the Skate Turner, what's happening, big fella? We see you out there. Okay, so Gus Mohawk also said earlier, I think it's a coming out game for the Huskers. I think the black shirts have a huge game. Throw the kitchen sink at them, quiet the crowd, and prove that you're a top 10 defense. Would you guys blitz heavy in this game?
Sure would.
You would, Terrell?
Yeah. Zone blitzes. I mean, it's a lot of blitzes. Just because you run a blitz, it don't have to be man. You know, you can run zone blitz. You can run a lot of blitzes, stunts up front that you're going to cross and zigzag with. Keep it coming from the outside. Crush the inside. I mean, this is an RPO team, so you're going to get most of the fakes and just kill the quarterback every chance you get.
See, I don't know if they're going to blitz a whole lot. We'll see because, again, Indiana gets the ball out quickly. And I'm a little bit worried about, the way that their offense is, it's designed if you get the ball out quickly, they make a few, make a man miss, then he can, break out and get a big play out of it. So
what if you don't make the man miss?
I think the 3-3-5 defense actually works pretty well against, it's set up to work pretty well against this and not necessarily be too blitz heavy. The other thing is, again, is if James, anybody blitzes can be nice, especially disguised blitz, timely blitzes, right? But doing it, play after play is going to eventually get you burned unless you're just overwhelming that offensive line like they did against Colorado. That's where you come back to James Williams, Prince William Meal, and Ty Robinson. Every defense would tell you if you can get there with your front four, that puts you in a lot more of a favorable position. The problem is getting there with your front four. That's often difficult. But if James Williams is really coming on like that, he could be a big difference maker in this game going up against that Indiana offense.
Well, if you're going to get the ball out quick, you're playing right into the 3-3-5 defense because you got 8 defensive backs. I mean, you got 8 people dropping. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to play a quick routes, you're giving the defense enough time to get there. So if they're not going to be able to go deep on us, they're not going to be able to win this game. I would love for you to just sit there and do 2-yard outs because if I stop you 3 times, you only get 6 yards out of it.
Yeah, but the blitz, when you blitz, it makes you susceptible to big plays. I think we keep it in front, and I like the man zone blitz, or the zone blitz type of deal where you're playing games up front. But I think you got to keep these guys in front of you. You can't let these guys get behind you because if they get behind you, they're pretty doggone good after the catch. You can't give up. You got to limit these guys in big plays. They've got big plays all over the place. You got to limit them in order to do it. Danico says this: you guys will be surprised how easy this game will be for Nebraska. I don't care how good you think Indiana is. They haven't been tested, and it will show up Saturday. Illinois and Rutgers will be our biggest test outside of Ohio State. Write it down.
All right, Mr. Georgia. All right, Mr. Georgia. Hey, it could be. I mean,
are you buying what Nico said?
I kind of do. Because this is, like I said, I keep going back to that 95 Kansas team, which was ranked pretty good until they faced a team that can beat them. And this is what happens. Like, you play so good against these non-conference teams.
You did not just use that as the example. We was the number 1 team in the country.
Doesn't care, but if you blow a lot of people, oh, this is going to be a game. This is going to be a game. They got stats. But when it comes down to it, once you face a team that's powerful than whoever you played all year, we're going to make mincemeat out of Indiana Saturday.
I agree with Prashant. I think that, yes, like Indiana hasn't really played the most tough schedule, but what they've done is, why do they have stats? It's because they're beating everybody down. There's at least scoring 40 points. That's what you're supposed to do against that level of competition. Why am I a little bit weird going into this game as Nebraska? They haven't done that the last couple of weeks against that.
So you cut them in half then, Bob. Once you play a team like we're good, they're good, stuff get cut in half. Them 500 yards, they go to 250 yards for the whole game. All right? Them 47 points a game, it goes to like 20, Bob. 22, if you want to put it in half.
PCAT says, if this game is about adjustments, then we are in trouble on offense. When it's set, shown he can adjust. Last game, 4th quarter, we adjusted. Right?
Not on offense.
Games ago,
on defense.
Ago, yeah.
Defense made great adjustments. Offense has got to come out, wake up this week.
Break, Black Shirt.
All right, 93.7 the ticket. The fastest 2 hours is done with them first 60 minutes. Them second 60 minutes, we'll be right back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry,
this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
The temperature and leaves are falling daily, so that means it's time for a new pair of shoes for the fall season from Brown Shoe Fit. Now, through October 31st, take $15 off any regular priced fall shoe and boots. Brands like Keen, Obos, Echo, Taos, and Atrex, all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale that you've all been waiting for. So get down to Brown Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Now's the time to get your John Deere equipment inspected and prepared for next season. Acres trained technicians will thoroughly evaluate your machine and get it running at peak performance. And for a limited time, Acres is offering early inspection incentives. Sign up before December 15th and qualify for a discount on parts installed by Acres. Get no interest and no payments until November of 25 with approved financing through John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. Contact your nearest Acres location for details.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Starter Heyman Jewelers is celebrating 119 years as Lincoln's top choice for fine jewelry. Join us for our anniversary sale, going on now through October 20th. Enjoy an exclusive 20% off on in-stock items, including dazzling diamond jewelry, exquisite rings, and luxury watches. This once-a-year event is our way of saying thank you to the community that has supported us for over a century. Mark your calendars and celebrate this milestone with us by indulging in spectacular savings. only at Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Couple Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakovic. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
$93.7 The Ticket. It's the Captain Show. I'm with
the Black Shirt
and Power
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brand.
Excavating.
Listen, 12:55 says Indiana offense will give us fits. We have to score in the mid-30s to win. You think it's a shootout? I think a shootout. I think a shootout. That's what I think. I think we're going to be in a shootout with them. First-year coach. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think Indiana's offense is better than their defense. And I think our offense is better than their defense.
I don't know. Again, I just don't know where all the confidence in our offense is coming from. I hope to see it, take off, but it has struggled the last couple of weeks. And, I think a big part of this is, can you get the ground game going? I don't want a shootout. I think if you get into the shootout, you're playing right in Indiana's favor. That's probably a game that they're more likely to win. Nebraska and Iowa's kind of taking the opposite approach. Now they're scoring 40. Nebraska right now obviously has a lot more potential offensively than Iowa has in the last couple of weeks or last couple of years. But I think right now the path to victory is to win games like that, to win, 24-14, 27. I think if you're in the 20s, Nebraska's got a pretty good shot. If it gets to the 30s, I don't know if Nebraska is going to quite frankly score that much.
The key to this game is defense, Bob, for Nebraska. That's your key to victory. Us holding them to 20 points, us holding them to half of what they get all year.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say that right now because it looks easy on paper, but the defense is going to be the main ones who wins this game for us. The offense, yeah, they're going to score points, but the defense is going to have to get sacks, interceptions. We got to get negative yards on any kind of plays we can get. So I think the defense is the key to the game right now.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think you're going to have to outscore them. I think the thing that we didn't do last year was score points. Our defense played well. We didn't score points, right? Well, what's been the problem this year? What have we been talking about? The offense scoring points. So to me, when you look at what is it going to take for us to beat Indiana, yeah, I agree with you on defense. But I think, the bend but don't break. At some point, your offense has to match your defense's intensity, or the defense is going to break. You're going to have to stay on the field third downs offensively. Ball control. I guarantee you this, you're not going to be able to go too many 3 and outs against Indiana and think you're going to keep it close.
But you play field position.
You better play ball control. Not just field position, ball control. That means keep away. That means put together 10-play drives in order to do that. But if not, you're gonna have to be in a shootout. You're gonna have to have big plays down the doggone field.
What's the point total, Bob?
We'll look into it. I do, but my key would be Nebraska's running game. Because I think your best, part of your best defense, like Rashawn is saying, is to keep your offense on the field, pick up those third downs. They've got to get a running game going to keep Indiana's offense off the field, and just to be more of a dual threat offensively. If they don't get the ground game going, then I think Nebraska's in a little bit of trouble. Indiana's got some guys that can get to the ball. They've got a guy right now with 5 sacks on the year. Another JMU transfer. A lot of these guys, their standouts will be. So I don't know. And again, then the other thing is you kind of jump over to special teams where Indiana has had some, at least Kurt Cignetti's had a lot of strong special teams play at James Madison. Their punter is doing pretty well this year. Only 10 punts on the year. So in a limited sample size, and their kicker is 4 for 4 in the year. All of those below 40 yards. So that'll be interesting. But in a close game, obviously Nebraska's special teams problems could come back and bite them, where Indiana has been pretty good at those. If it comes down to a field goal game, obviously you give Indiana a slight edge there, but it is a freshman kicker, again, who's just kicked 4 field goals. He's hit them all, but they're all under 40 yards.
Yeah. So this is, I think this game is evenly played. The better team, the team that plays the best this game will win. And I think Nebraska will kind of handle Indiana. I mean, I'm tired of saying it's Indiana, but I know they're going to handle this team well. I see it like 35-21, Bob.
35-21. We will use this game as a springboard to beat Ohio State, Aaron G says.
Yeah, and that's the good thing for Nebraska football. You have 2 back-to-back big noon games. Ohio State, big noon game now.
Well, yeah, we need to take care of Indiana, though.
I'm just saying.
I hate even thinking about Ohio State, but it does set it up.
But I said your next 2 games are big noon, so Nebraska is getting national coverage. Now, if you can win this game right here, you set yourself up for a good recruiting. I mean, hey, now is the time to wake up.
Yeah.
But like I said, you already got 20-some recruits.
Yeah, it's for the future. Plus, obviously, these days, who knows how many you're going to take by the end of a year. By the way, 50.5 points is the total for this game right now.
50.5.
Really? Huh.
31-20. Nebraska.
There you go.
Big Bird says best defense is the one on the sideline, keeping our offense on the field. I agree with that. The more offense is on this field, if we can win if we win time and possession, we win this game. I'll predict it now. We win time and possession, we win the game. Vince Watson, plus 6.5. Now, remember what we said earlier. When the numbers start trending one way or the other, what is that saying? So it opened up at 3 or 3.5?
Yeah. I think it's 3.
Why is it now 6.5?
Again, I think a lot of it was Nebraska's opponents that they've beaten so far this year had a rough weekend, so it might have made you think, okay,
Vegas is setting Indiana up. They're setting them up because they know a lot of people are going to bet with Indiana.
I agree with that.
Vegas has money to get back. Especially an Indiana team that's probably won a lot of money, but now it's time for them to give it back.
I kind of agree with you. I don't know why, Terrell, but I agree with that. I think why would it go up to 6.5? Everybody's betting in Indiana, right? Wouldn't you? I mean, common sense, right? If you're a betting man, you start looking at the 2 teams. You're looking at you can go off of what they play. They play equally similar teams. But then you start looking at the stats and this and that, and now it went from 3.5. So in your mind, you're probably thinking, Vegas knows something. They're going up. They're going up. Wild Bill says because there's a lot of people betting on Indiana. I bet. But 6.5, who you taking? Like if you wasn't a Nebraska fan and you were just a betting person, who would you take?
I still would take Nebraska because a lot of people haven't heard of Indiana football.
Bach? You're awfully quiet.
I mean, I think if it's still at 3, I'd probably take Indiana. 6.5 is starting to get a little bit hairy there. So I don't know if I might just stay away from it altogether. But I do, and I don't have to wait till the final day to give my pick right now. I do think that this is a game that favors Indiana just a little bit. So
get out of
here.
Are
you picking Indiana?
You're fired, Bob.
Are you picking Indiana?
We need another board, man. Austin, get in here. Rico, we need you.
Are you picking Indiana? Is that what I'm hearing, Jake?
I think I do think Indiana.
Yeah, I sure. We'll just save your guess for this Friday, Bob.
Yeah.
I'll take
okay. Yeah. Well, no, we're not picking the Nebraska game.
We're picking the points.
We're not doing that. No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
We're not. We're not.
Look. You see how
say it one more time.
The guy goes 8-3, Bach, and wants to change the rules.
you can. Hey, I tell you what, we can't do.
No,
we can do. Is the offense going to gain more yards than the defense is going to give up?
That sounds stupid, Bach. No.
What?
No.
You don't just want to play the 6.5?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game.
Well, we'll just take that out, period. We'll just do 10 games. That's it.
That's fine.
Are you a little now I'm reading between the lines here. You're a little nervous then this weekend because I know you don't pick against Nebraska. So you'd have to pick for Nebraska. And you're a little bit worried that might come back to bite you.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. I'm going to pick Nebraska. I don't care if we was playing Georgia. I don't care if we were playing Alabama. I'm picking Nebraska, right? I got to stay optimistic. What I'm saying to you is at 6.5 points, come on, man. I'm just y'all betting, man. I'm not. I don't bet on games. I don't know what that looks like. All I'm simply saying,
take them 6.5 points. Might go to the what they call it.
I would take the 6.5 points.
Yeah, bet 50 on the 6.5.
I would take that 6.5, and I would probably take it over. I really would. I just can't see. I can't see us going out there and playing this big time defensive game on the road that you think we're going to play. I think offensively, they're going to have to win a game for us, doggone it. Offense got to grow some and let's go, right? I mean, at some point, the offense got to put the doggone team on their backs, not just keep leaving it up to the doggone defense. And that's what we've been doing, leaving it up to the defense. Offense, take the bull by the horns, and you win the game. That's all I'm saying. Earthquake Glue says take the Huskers money line.
And I take the Huskers for everything.
Well, you take the money line and the points.
Yeah, in the game.
Ooh. If I was a betting man. Anyway, we'll be right back. 1,000, 6320, Thunder Knock Collins, 3880. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine and it will be breezy and cool with an afternoon high around 56. Tonight, clear skies and it will be cold, below around 29. And tomorrow, frost likely in the morning and sunny and breezy for today. We'll see a high around 64. I'm meteorologist Kyle Beggert for 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hey guys, it's Nick Stainer. This week's 93.7 The Ticket Athlete of the Week is Jordan Huber of Pius X softball. Huber hit 3 home runs and tallied 8 total RBI in Pius's upset victory over number 4 Omaha Skutt in the district championship game. On the season, Huber is hitting .455 at the plate with a .474 on-base percentage, with 25 hits and 18 RBI in 2024. The Ticket's Athlete of the Week is powered by 3 Pillars Performance. Unlock your peak performance with the expert instruction at 3 Pillars Performance in Lincoln and online at 3pillarsperformance.com. Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Cairo, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Arts Council in Crete, Nebraska Land Bank in North Platte, Lincoln Industries in Lincoln, Cinderlyn Meredith of Seward, Deb Zobel of Ashland, Sally Harms of Wisner, Senator Diana Shimmick of Lincoln, and Rick Weimer of West Point. Serve Nebraska thanks all nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping us celebrate volunteerism. To learn more about the Step Forward Awards and this year's honorees, visit serve.nebraska.gov. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Empower a child today with a Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinny Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tipsy Tina.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7. Tipsy Tina's Tuesdays is here, and we have the owners of Tipsy Tina's and Mackenzie Bar here. What we got today, my man?
We got carne fajitas today.
Sorry, Captain. No sweet potato. No sweet potato taco.
I'll bring them next week for you.
No.
Hey, I'll be here next week.
No.
Well, you want that brisket next week,
That
right?
brisket was the best. I'll tell you.
That brisket was really good.
I have dreams about that. Yes,
that brisket was phenomenal. Well, Nate, you had a week off.
Yep.
Getting back in the saddle. Well, no, you actually got a couple weeks off. But it'll be people there for the away game, though, right?
I got busy. I have we have a Pink concert on Sunday, so we're gonna be pretty busy downtown with that.
What concert?
Pink? Yeah, Pink.
The singer Pink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So
Nate, you holding out on us. We want to go to Pink. What the
Go
heck?
on down. Let's go.
Terrell, we got to go to Pink. When is it? Saturday?
No.
It's Sunday.
That's a negative.
Sunday. Yeah, I can't. I don't
It's
know
a
about
negative.
Yeah, that's a negative, Captain.
It's a daytime. It's a daytime Pink concert.
I think the concert starts at 7.
I still may want to come to Pink. You wouldn't go to Pink, Terrell?
No, sir.
Dude,
That's a negative.
I'm not a big Pink fan, but I'll tell you, this is the third time I think she's been here in the Haymarket, and she sold out every show, and apparently she's amazing.
I'll go see Big Boss D-Lo. You want to go see him? Huh?
No.
You don't want to go see Big Boss D-Lo?
I'd rather go see Pink.
That concert?
I don't know. I probably have.
Yeah, it was. It was last week. It got canceled.
I would rather go see Pink, man.
He was locked up anyway. I don't even know why they advertised that.
Yeah, why would I mean, come on. Pink? You're not gonna go see Pink.
No.
Okay.
What has Pink done for me lately?
I don't know. She might fly. She might get on one of those deals and fly down out of the ceiling.
She does kind of like a circus show.
When the last time has Pink been how you say it, relevant? Yeah. When the last time? Huh?
Relevant enough to sell out Lincoln.
Sell it out, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch
you
of
talk
people
about
that
Pink?
I don't want to go see Pink. Probably a lot of other people do, but this is like going, I don't want to go see Taylor Swift.
Oh, now you're just crazy.
Yeah, I
Now you're
wouldn't.
sideways.
I would.
If you got a chance to go see Taylor Swift free, you wouldn't go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear a Travis Kelce jersey and a pink wig. Yeah, I'll go. Get out of here.
I mean,
what I look like going to see somebody like that.
I mean, like,
long live Dolph. All right.
She said like
you stop it. You better stop. The rap game is over as we know it. No more rapping. It's over with. You know
Yeah,
that,
there's
right?
no more Tupac and Biggie Smalls.
It's done. Well, but
Who's
Biggie
that?
was done
Eminem?
anyway. Yeah, no more Tupac.
Pink's got
Well,
staying
he's
power.
gonna be a grandfather now. I saw.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's that?
Eminem.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Grandfathers are us.
Right? Well, let me
Yeah.
get to one of these texts. Gus Mohawk says this. I hope Colorado loses out. Worst fan base in all sports, or right up there with the Philly fans. Repeating booing, injured K-State players. Who's the worst fan base in sports, Nate?
K-State.
Ooh.
Got a point there.
No,
over Colorado?
You want to talk about it? So me and my wife went to the last game that we played K-State before we left, of course, the Big 12. And I had never verbally and physically abused as much as we were. Actually, a couple of guys actually pushed my wife down to the ground at halftime. And
what?
I said, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Good thing we wasn't there.
You should have been out there with your shirt off swinging.
Trust me,
I would have been out there swinging.
Trust me, it was me and 5 guys. I was going for it. It was, yeah. I mean, that was a Taylor Martinez game. It was a Thursday night game. I think we're up like 28-7 at halftime or something like that. And we went out to this parking lot to have a beer or two. And man, it was brutal. And we were actually with K-State fans. There was probably about 15 of us that went, and it was half and half. And we went to the bars, and after that, it was like $4 for a K-State fan for a Boulevard, and then we were getting charged $6 for a Boulevard. And I was like, what's going on here? Yeah, K-State, Colorado's pretty bad too.
K-State's bad. I mean, I could.
You taking K-State over Colorado too?
Well, no, because both of their crowds had said something negative to me.
Yeah.
But K-State, it kind of stuck with me because it was probably my third game back from being suspended.
Yeah.
And as I'm running on the field, hey Farley, let's have a drink together.
Oh, geez.
I don't want to do it like that. So, and I took it out on them. I sacked their quarterback on the first play of the game. I clipped their punter from punting the ball. So I had to give them a little get back.
You're right.
So, and that's the only thing I remember negative about K-State. Now, Colorado, that's a whole different level.
I would say probably Colorado's the worst.
Colorado's the worst, but K-State's up there with them, though.
I remember my uncle took me to a game in Colorado, and he actually lived in Colorado. And he was talking to me, and like, if you went to the parking lot and you had a Nebraska license plate, they would rip it off and then scratch your car. And it was just insane.
I heard that though. I heard that before.
What do you
Colorado? But
what do you think about this Indiana game? What's your point of take on it?
It's gonna be defense and offensive line. We got to control the line. I mean, we have the secondary that plays a good game. I mean, he's gonna of course be a freshman and make some mistakes and stuff like that, but we have to control the line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have to run the ball. I mean, look at the way we ran the ball in that second half. Like, that was amazing. Like, we took over the game. It was kind of the old school Tom Osborne type of team. We ran him down and we ran the ball.
Yeah.
So VJ, Kurt Signetti, he praises on his talk show last week. He praises the Husker defense, the size, and the offensive skill players. So in the back of my mind, he's worried about these offensive skill players, especially against a 5'8" corner.
Well, I mean, you got to take the mismatches and you got to exploit them. And I think we've got two of the biggest wide receivers in the conference, and I think you got to let those big boys eat. I think you got to let the doctor throw the ball up to him early and often, back shoulder throws, fades. I mean, I would even like to see a hitch and go. I would like to see a hitch and go. Maybe you run those two guys on, comebacks, but run a hitch and go with your two fast guys. We haven't seen enough hitch and goes out of them, I don't think, just yet. But you're going to have to switch it up in order to beat this Indiana football team. 2049 says this. This is Chad in Kyle, Texas. I wouldn't go see Pink or Taylor Swift even if you offer me $1 million. I don't believe you. Chad, I don't believe you.
I'll take the $1 million and just don't go.
No, you're gonna go. If I give you $1 million, you're gonna go.
Yeah, you didn't say how long. I just listened to one song. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you're gonna go. 7127 said, long live Dolph. What are you talking about? Long live Dolph. You are crazy, dude. Cigar Guy says this. I went to K-State when I was in the Husker band. Those fans were terrible. Never went to Colorado, though. Bill and Bennett, great job on Adam's show yesterday. VJ, I always thought the two of you should do a weekly show together. Food for thought.
Who said that?
Bill and Bennett.
Thank you, Ben. Bill, trying to kick me off the show?
No, weekly
I see
show.
where Bill is going. I see where Bill and Bennett is going. Yeah, I see
man.
that. Thanks, Bill.
Man. We're not. Listen, Terrell. Come on now. Don't.
Hey,
don't. You're looking very, very. What's the word?
You know what?
Jealous.
I'm done for the day, man. Bill just pissed me off. So you know what, Bill? I'm coming to Bennett. Meet me at the what's that gas station right there in Bennett when you come off the highway 2? They got 1 million of them in Lincoln. What Casey's? Yeah,
Casey's,
yeah. Meet me at the Casey's in Bennett.
I thought I saw this morning that Bennett canceled like their last 2 like high school football games for the year.
Yeah.
Benson High School.
Yeah, Omaha Benson. Yeah.
Omaha Benson.
Like 5 people there yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 5
I
people.
told you, don't nobody wanted to listen. These are inner city kids. They're not just gonna play football to be playing. They're getting out over there getting beat by 40 and 50 and 80 points.
Hey, you
What
got
are you talking about? That's embarrassing. The OPS school system. Hold up a second. I got something to say. The Omaha public school system needs to hire some of these guys like Caden Keefe, like Steve Warren, like some of these guys that are in football. Hire them to be the head coach. They can recruit. But stop with the shenanigans, man. You mean to tell me that do you know how many kids go to Benson High School?
How many?
It got to be over 1,500.
You can't get 60 out there.
That's my point.
I mean, I'll go play.
No one wants to get beat up every week.
Right.
Who wants to get beat up every week? Every day you go to school, once a week, the same bully gonna beat you up. You know it's coming. Who wants to prepare for a game?
I mean, that's football. It's just not Omaha. I mean, this happened in every state where schools get beat out. I mean, just because they don't have that many students or they don't have that many out there, it's still called competition. You got to get out there and try before you just give it up.
Sir, if you got 18 players on a varsity in Class A, and you trying to go against somebody with 80 players, you
better take them down to 6. What they call that? 5-man, 6-man, 8-man football. Then you need to do something.
Yeah, but that's a public school system thing, man.
Yeah, shame on Omaha.
Hey, watch it.
Shame on Omaha. Just like I shamed Lincoln Public School. Shame on Omaha too.
I'm talking. I agree with that because this is starting to get a little ridiculous now. I mean, you got teams quitting at halftime. So we're showing the kids that they can be quitters. That when the chips get down, quit. Take your ball and go home because you're going to lose anyway.
And you get
Benson. Huh?
Participating.
Yeah, but Benson, same thing. You know what? We're going to get beat by 60 the rest of the way out. I would love to see who Benson's got up next. I bet it's probably like Miller North, Miller South. It's probably if that's the case, why don't Omaha? I guarantee this. Do you think Omaha Bryan play Omaha Benson? If the Omaha public school systems is down that bad, then why don't you match them up with? Why don't you match them up with likewise teams? You don't put Lincoln High against a Millard South. You don't do it.
Well, that's the thing, though. You need to probably just close the school down and combine some of these schools if they're not. If you're gonna let the outer limit school take all the in-state in its inner city kids, you need to not tear down one school, but you need to close them and combine them and make it a mega school. I mean, that's probably one thing you have to consider right there, instead of just, forgiving football for the not giving kids the opportunity.
6869 says they need to stop open enrollment, period. I get what you're saying on that open enrollment stuff, but
you never got beaten that bad before, VJ?
No.
I have.
No, I've never in a football game got beat. I don't think by more than 21.
Well,
ever.
I got beat that bad in JUCO, but you don't never give up. You keep playing because you're out there fighting for something. You're fighting for a scholarship. I mean, you may be down, but hey, look, they'll look at you if you're the only one out there doing something. I tell you that. Just don't give up.
And maybe they need to go and say, okay, we just got to have a public school league, like with North. Well, I don't know if you want to, because Central's doing good, but they're losing kids too. They're losing kids to Miller South. They're losing kids to Bellevue West. They're losing kids to West Side. Why? Those are the 3 best schools in the city, correct? You better get some coaches in there that these kids want to play for. I think you might want to open your coaching enrollment. Have an open coaching enrollment. Nate,
what's up?
Thanks, man, for coming in and bringing us tacos.
Oh, sorry I couldn't see you today. I mean,
don't worry about him, Nate. I got him. I'll eat it.
You know what, Terrell? Make yourself useful and throw it the break.
All right, when we come back, I got a surprise. I got the mid-season All-American team, and hey, it's going to shock you who's on there. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back. Tipsy Tina Tuesdays in the building.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. This week's 93.7 The Ticket Athlete of the Week is Jordan Huber of Pius X softball. Huber hit 3 home runs and tallied 8 total RBI in Pius's upset victory over number 4 Omaha Scud in the district championship game. On the season, Huber is hitting .455 at the plate with a .474 on-base percentage, with 25 hits and 18 RBI in 2024. The Ticket's Athlete of the Week is powered by 3 Pillars Performance. Unlock your peak performance with the expert instruction at 3 Pillars Performance in Lincoln and online at 3pillarsperformance.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinny Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Cairo, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Arts Council in Crete, Nebraska Land Bank in North Platte, Lincoln Industries in Lincoln, Cinderlyn Meredith of Seward, Deb Zobel of Ashland, Sally Harms of Wisner, Senator Diana Shimmick of Lincoln, and Rick Weimer of West Point. Serve Nebraska thanks all nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping us celebrate volunteerism. To learn more about the Step Forward Awards and this year's honorees, visit serve.nebraska.gov. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bill and Bennett said, I meant no disrespect to the black shirt.
No, it's too late, man. It's too late.
On the show.
Ben and Bennett.
He's trying to give you an olive branch, man.
No, I don't want it. It's too late.
What do you mean you don't want it?
No.
You got to take this olive branch. You cannot tell Ben.
Yeah, he's
taking us fishing.
Well, he needs to bring some. I done seen so many posts of fish. Just bring me a fish sandwich and we'll call it a day.
You'll let him off the hook?
Yeah, I need a fish sandwich, hot and popping.
Don't let him off the hook that easy. We need to go fishing first.
No, I need that fish sandwich. It's too cold to fish now. Fishing season's over with.
Ooh, I like the breaking news. I hear you. Devontae Adams may be good getting traded to the Jets.
Oh, he is getting traded.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah.
Oh. Hammond Bean says, why not combine schools for sports like smaller schools do with baseball and wrestling? What school would you do? I don't think that would work. Up here in Omaha, I don't know if you could combine these schools because it's a different breed of kid up here. I don't know if that would work for just football.
No, that would
I think it would work. I think it would work if you could. The location would be the number one thing that would have to. You would have to have that, the location, because that's a logistical nightmare. I mean, it's got to be, right? You get this many schools from this many. Well, you got 4 schools going to the same place to go play football. Where's the locker room?
Just make it one big school.
Oh man.
No, hey, they did this in Columbus. This is how Carver in Columbus got so good. They closed down Baker, which was equal to Carver and my school in football, and they combined these 2 schools together to make them one mega school.
I'd like that, but
they closed down Baker, shipped all the kids to Carver, and that's how Carver they was already good, but now they was greater than what they was.
7773 says, I like to think we'll be focused and ready to play Indiana, but they haven't played a full game yet. And I don't see a team that plays with an angry edge. Let me read that again. They haven't played a full game yet. And I don't see a team that plays with an angry edge. That's monumental, 7773. They don't know how to put teams away when they have a chance and don't have great resiliency or determination. At some point, they need to join the ranks of Husker teams of the past and adopt a mentality that doesn't accept being average. Holy smoke, 7773. I said too many sevens, but you said a mouthful. You did. Do you think we play angry with an angry edge, Bach?
Not necessarily. Again, too, you talked about this kind of with character the other day. They've had a few games where they've opened well. Sometimes they're not closing well. Playing a full game, I think can be, what could get in their way again if they can't complete that against Indiana. Of course, I don't think Indiana, again, like you have to do that against Ohio State, right? Like you can't bring your B game and expect to get a victory. They might be able to get away with that against Indiana, but again, you hope that they're able to get up for this 11 a.m. game because that's what you worry a little bit about, considering they didn't score against Purdue until middle of the third quarter, late third quarter in that 11 a.m. game, which. I'll ask you guys. I mean, is it harder to get up for those, or what kind of goes in? What's going into that?
Those are good games.
Yeah,
those are good games.
You like those
games?
You
want
11 o'clock games. That's it,
man. You play football on Saturdays when we was young at 11 o'clock. We outside.
Yeah, basically it's 12, but it's 11. But at the same time, you get that good night's sleep. You wake up fresh, and football's on your mind. It's not like you're waiting all day to a 6 o'clock game where it feels like it's eternity. This is 11 o'clock game. First thing you got to do is eat breakfast, go to teams meetings, get tape, head to the stadium. Next thing you know, it's kickoff.
That fast. And so do you because Bach, let me be a little bit more specific. Do you think our team plays with determination? Before you answer that, let me give you the definition of determination. Firmness of purpose. The process of establishing something exactly by calculation or research. the controlling or deciding of something's nature or outcome? I asked you first, Bach. Please, Terrell, you answer as well. Do we play with determination?
Again, I would give the defense credit for doing so. You know, you can sometimes.
I mean, come on, Bach, stop
There's
it.
a difference. The offense doesn't have. You read that off and tell me the offense has a purpose. I don't know what they don't even have a run game identity. I don't know what their strength is. We talked about earlier in the week what's their go-to play. They don't have any of that set up. So I can't come out and say that the offense necessarily comes out there, with their arrows.
No, the team. The offense is a part of the team. I'm not telling you now to pick and part pieces of the team. I'm saying as a team now, offense, defense, special teams, coaching, water boys, everybody, are we playing with determination? That's the question. Now, go ahead, but I like where you're going with the defense, but I'm saying as a team, though, do you think the whole team plays like the defense?
I wouldn't say determination. I say expectation. You know, you have to.
The question was determination. Do we play determined football? Did you hear the definition I just gave you?
Yeah, but that's not football. That's just something you. You know, if that's how you play your game, then that's you. A lot of people play different. I expect to go out there and handle business. I expect us to go out there and beat this Indiana team.
Okay, so let me ask you guys another question. Do you think we play with resiliency? Are we resilient? You want me to read the definition?
Yeah, put it in the definition, sir.
Okay. Resilience. The capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness. Here's another. The ability of a substance or object to spring back into shape. Elasticity. Huh? Flexible.
I think they have.
Now, you go ahead. I just gave it to you. I can give you something else. The ability to cope with and recover from setbacks.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have since the Illinois game. So you really have to say they have.
Let me give you another one. Face difficulties head on instead of falling into despair.
Well, you already did that once, so now you got to outlive that. So you did that against Illinois, so you got to bounce back.
How well this year have we adapted in the face of adversity, trauma, or stress?
It's all about the captain.
I'm not going to answer that. You're going a little over.
Come on, Bach. Can you help him? I'll be quiet.
Well, I think they've done a good job. You got to give them credit for their 5-1, start. I think that, going back and forth with Illinois, what have you there, the defense, at times starting at the 2, that's certainly resilient. But we haven't seen them down 14 points. That's what that question kind of gets to is when you're down 10, 14 points, are you going to get back in the game? We might see that in the next couple weeks.
Well, that's what we need to be able to go on and do the great things that we want to do. We got to have resiliency. And I thank you again. I don't know, 7773. I think that was you who texted that in. Again, I'll end the show with this. I like to think we'll be focused and ready to play against Indiana. But we haven't played a full game yet. And I don't see a team that plays with an angry edge. They don't know how to put teams away when they have a chance and don't have great resiliency or determination. At some point this Saturday, they need to join the ranks of Husker teams. No, I'm not talking about the teams of the 90s. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ranks of Husker teams of the past and adaptive mentality that doesn't accept being average. Maurice Purify. You know what, Maurice, you need to call into the show, man. What did he say? No, there's not a lot of players that play that way anymore. What up? 2 Husker greats. Thanks, Mo. We got to call Maurice Purify. Maurice Purify, tomorrow, 10 to 12. We need you on the show. Live action. We setting appointments live. Anything from you, Terrell?
No.
You done?
Yep. Just got to get out of here. It's 12
Anything
o'clock.
else, Bob?
Well, from one Mo to another Mo, Barry actually will be on the show with Adam Carricker coming up on the Adam Carricker show.
Mo and Mo with Carricker. Holla at your boy. 93.7 The Ticket. Thank you for riding with us. I'm with
The Black Shirt.
And
Buck.
Power.
Bauer.
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brent.
Escalator. Get us out of here, Bob.
We'll be right back tomorrow. Holla at your boy.
They be lacking. Be as good as live action, as good as live action. It's all about the captain. He make it all happen.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM.